Okay. Mom loves this because we're all sitting here and nothing's happening.
Oh, shoot.
Hi, I'm Rob Hoffman.
And I'm Mom Joyce.
And today we have an update on our home building adventure. While we would love to say that all the block is laid in the basement, it's not quite finished yet. We've had a lot of rain. 3 days of rain, a day or two without rain. But we do have pictures along the way that we want to share. We do want to talk a little bit about the pictures though. Our home builder uses Amish to do the block laying. And the Amish sects are very, very particular about having any pictures taken or film shot. While we would have loved to show you the two gentlemen that were working hard laying the block, out of respect we will not have any footage of that to share this week. But we do have a couple other things that have gone on. One, Thursday we got a message from our project manager saying we needed to have the electric turned on. The temporary power, as they call it. There's a pole on the property, and we were a little puzzled because back in January they told us we needed to get all this in place, so we went to the electric company, we filled out all the paperwork, named the home builder as the ones handling that, and turned it all in. So when I said, well, don't you guys let them know that you're ready for it? No, that's your responsibility. Well, we called the electric company, or Mom did, and what happened? We had to have a permit number before they could do anything.
Oh, that's right.
We didn't have a permit number. We didn't do the permit. The home builder did.
Yes.
So I'm a little irritated, so I called the city that handled the permits. And I said, to expedite this, can you give me the permit number on our power pole so we can call the electric company? And the nice lady over at the city said, that's not how it works, Rob. We turn that into the electric company and then they immediately schedule your power to be turned on. She said, and we should have done that. And she went back and she said, oh, look, Rob, it was rejected because we didn't have a temporary power order number. I said, well, I've got that. She said, well, give it to me. So I did. So she sent it back into the electric company. And then Mom calls the electric company because we have been told that we need to get that power turned on.
So I got a hold of the lady, and they were very nice about it, and I just happened to catch her before they didn't answer their phone for the day. So she was very nice and took her time and got us scheduled in for the next day, the next morning, to have it turned on. So when the fellas decide to turn on their power tools, they will have electricity now. So
that was a plus.
yes.
Now, while we're doing that, we also get our first kind of downer. We get the letter, an email from the home builder, from the closing agent, that is now, this is the one we work with to get the money from the bank to pay as we go. So this is getting very real because we're about to have a large sum of money taken out of our trust fund and put onto the house. And she sends us this spreadsheet. And the spreadsheet has a couple things that aren't quite right on it. So I sent her an email back immediately that I had a couple questions because I have in writing some other things. And we have what's called PPIs. And that looked a little low to me. So I said, Mom, go through our change order and see all of our PPIs, make sure everything adds up. The PPIs, I don't have a clue what that means. But it's the stuff that we have to pay for, and we have sitting in the loan allocated for our use for things like the backsplash, to have someone come in and do that the home builder doesn't do. So she starts going through that, and she makes a terrible, terrible discovery.
Yes. We have the sunroom. The original sunroom was a little bit larger, had bigger windows.
Taller.
A bit taller, yes. And to save a little money, we brought the ceiling down somewhat and put smaller windows in. I didn't want all windows in that room anyways. And the first drawing showed that we had a wood jamb and trim. That is where you have a wood frame around your window.
And prior to that, we had learned our model home came standard with
Yes.
drywall wrapped, and that just means there's drywall around the window. It's more of a commercial look, and it's not something we particularly wanted. We wanted more traditional.
Yes, I want full frame.
So we paid extra
For the whole house to have that.
the jamb and wood trim around every window in that house.
So we thought this included our change of the size of the sunroom would have the same as the whole house, and it didn't. It had the drywall wrap, which is the drywall. You have the window sills, the only wood on it. So I'm a little panicky that it's not what I wanted. So Rob took over the phone calling again, and
Well, we have to get with our coordinator tomorrow, or our project manager. We have to pay for it. So we now have one cost overrun because our loan is set. It's too late.
yeah, we can't borrow it.
We're not expecting this to be a whole lot of money, maybe $300 to $500. But it's the fact that we had that I dotted and somehow somebody uncrossed our T.
Yes.
But this is just one of the things that happens, and we are not going to blame the home builder, and it's not our fault. It is just something that happened.
Yes. But it was good to read everything.
And you know, we have read through that so many times because the line item a page back said whole house
Wood, jam,
wood
and trim.
jam and trim. I ignored that when I went through it. Mom is going through it with a fine-tooth comb looking for these PPIs. And she said, Rob, why does it say drywall wrapped? And this other page says this. I said, well, let's verify it. And that's when we found out that it did indeed get missed. So our first real overrun, the trees don't count. That was our stupidity. This is just one of the things that happens. Hopefully this is the biggest mistake along the way.
The thing is, if we hadn't caught it now, once they had started, it had been too late to change it. So I'm glad we caught it. If it would cost us a few dollars more, yeah.
So we're going to run through the video right now, and when we come back, we'll give you what's coming up. coming up, our next week's adventure, hopefully will be next week. We will have the final bit of block going down. I'm going to guess something's going around the garage and the front of the porch. We'll find out. They are doing the ceiling of the basement. That's what they'll do, a wrap around the outside of the house.
Waterproofing.
For the waterproofing, they'll be installing the special drainage system, and hopefully the weather will allow me to get some pictures of that. And then the guys with the big equipment will come in and backfill our home, which is different than most home builders. So we'll be seeing something different with ours. Normally they wait until the framing is done before they backfill. So that'll be an adventure in itself. And we've got a really great video of Mom doing a walkthrough of the model. That whatever week coming up, we don't have much to report that. We'll just pop that out. And we also are compiling a shopping trip video of how we're planning to decorate. And hopefully that'll be fun to watch too. Anyway, if you're enjoying yourself, click that subscribe down here. Make sure you give us a thumbs up because, you know, there are tens of people watching now.
Tens.
Tens, yes, tens. And anyway, we'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day.
Bye, everybody.